Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream tonight. We are here with more Ashes of Creation, testing out the game. We're starting here in the Alpha uh, 2 Phase 3, and we've gotten a couple characters up to 5, the Ranger, the Rogue, and the Cleric. And now we're going to work on filling out those other 2 slots before we pick up a class. We're not going to really focus on leveling all these characters up, but I did want to at least get some of the action skills unlocked and start testing which ones I liked and how the classes were looking before I put some more time into testing further into the game in the role. You know, if healing was kind of junky, I maybe didn't want to do that, but that feels good. Damage feels good, both from the melee and the range perspective. So I think we're going to start in on the tank and then maybe fill out another melee or range DPS like a mage or the fighter. So we'll have to pick that. But I did want to at least get the tank going, see if that's something that I want to do in group play. I think it's probably going to be pretty slow. So we'll check things out, but let's start up with a new character here. So settle in. If you get any questions, throw them in chat. But kind of new to the testing phase here, and we're going to just work on finding some bugs and continuing to test out some of the classes, see if we can see what's working great and what's not working that well. The Ranger last night was really fun at the end. We need to change one keybind here. Other than that, I think we're kind of set up and ready to rock here. So hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a great week, and see here what race we should pick. So I believe we picked up the Kalar or the Cleric. So maybe for the tank, we'll do like a little dwarf. Check out how those are looking. These are more like pirate dwarves, and these are like the mountain dwarves. So I think this will be the tank archetype we're going to go for here. And then we'll check out the appearance. And yeah, my main goal for this phase is just to get in, kind of get the lay of the land on the game. Last time that I tried to test, I think it was maybe like a weird passing kind of test where they were doing some server stuff, some stress testing, and I didn't really have the chance to hop in and play. So now that this is persistent, it's going to be a lot more fun to kind of dive in and check everything out. So, these look great for the dwarf. And then you can make them larger. This kind of looks cool. See if we can get like a cool color going with it. Kind of too large. It's pretty cool how they've got all this customization. I don't know if I'm the person that would ever really use it, but at least it being available for people who are into that, that's kind of cool. Get rid of that, actually. This is fine. It's good enough. Can't spend too much time on this. Starting region. So I think we did the Divine Gateway of Ayla to start. Was the Dunzenkel the new starter zone? I think so. Review armor. Let's start there and We'll see if this is the one I was thinking of. It looks good. We've got a little dwarf tank ready to rock. Do let me know if there's any problems with sound or music or anything like that. We're kind of still testing out the waters as far as the stream quality. Okay, so I think this is the newer zone that I did want to take a look at. Sworn by the bonfire. Okay, so we've got Vengeance. 3 consecutive attacks against the target enemy. Each hit grants a stack of Vengeance, granting 2% max health as temporary health for 8 seconds. Pretty cool. Hit 3 applies stun. So this is like a chain that you want to use to increase 2%, 2%, 2%, and obviously apply that stun. Grit is a defensive cooldown, so that will be cool to have on bar. And then of course we've got our rations. No potion yet. And what do we get? Courageous. Generate courage and threat. And then we are going to try to look around for some other weapons. I think having like a ranged bow or something would be cool if that's available. You know, because you want to pull the enemies in. If you don't have aggro on an enemy, you would maybe want to get in a little bit of damage. If like there's another tank. Helps with movement. I think that'd be cool. So yeah, bow is definitely what we're going to want to use as our secondary weapon here. That's possible. There we go. Now we can pull in and then tank up sword and board. We'll, you know, practice blocking and stuff. I feel like blocking is going to be a lot more important here than it has been on the other classes that I've played. So, destroy faulty grablings and reach Mela's watch. Looks like the guard's got that one. So we'll do a little range pull here. And then of course we've got our, so we can block quite a bit. Thanks, guard guy. I'm trying to get my quest done. I don't need your help. I was just testing how big the block is. What kind of combo we're looking at. We don't have finishers yet. But that's nice. Does a little bit of damage on our activated skill. I'm assuming these charges reset per target. Like you don't get your third hit stun based on your chain that you're in, but rather per target you're fighting. All right. Objective complete. And we got a crude mining pickaxe. It's nice. Got a tool right away. I'm still wondering about the whole, like, weapon being out all the time. But there's not, like, a toggle to ETH. Maybe there is, and I'm just not deep enough into the game or haven't looked through the key bindings too much yet. Swap weapons. I'm looking for like a hide weapon or something. Toggle UI. Got the unstuck Mount Flourish. Oh, that must be some sort of like cool skill we have with it. There was something in combat. Maybe, no, it was action bars. I wanted to display all. Maybe it's under interface. Yeah, okay. So that saves it like per account. That's nice. Mount name. So just leave it at defaults. I am so used to having like health bar front and center. Hopefully you can unlock the HUD. Probably mess with that a little more when I pick a character. We'll do all those settings. Okay, so now we've got our first skill up. Take a look at this line. Shake it off. Activate to instantly restore 50% of the difference between damage taken and healing taken in the past 4 seconds. Always heals for at least 10% of your maximum HP. Cannot heal for more than 30% of your maximum HP. That's pretty interesting. It's like smooths your incoming damage out. Active skill slot. So you get to pick whether you shield assault, or shield slam, desolate, or pulverize. Protect. Per target hit generates a 300% threat, taunt, tomahawk. I can't imagine that would be super useful. Throw a tomahawk at target enemy dealing 100%, 50% damage hit from behind. So like kind of if something's leashing away towards an ally, you would get a little bonus. Tripped if it hits them from behind. I mean, it seems nice in practice, but probably going to want to go towards shield. Lunge forward, then deal physical damage. Lunge forward, deal physical damage. If a target was hit, gain 33 courage. To enemies. So one of them's an AoE with shorter range, more mana. One of them is per target. I think shield slam would be good to start with. And we'll use that as our primary rush in. Oh, and then we've got what? A weapon skill after that. Sword slashing. Oh, it was for stamina, actually. Sorry. Haven't leveled up my weapon quite yet. Beat Ramekin along your way to the settlement at Bonfire. So we did the other starting zone last night. Got used to that one, and then I wanted to come back and Take care of that one. Yes. Mining for sure on this guy. Equip that. Probably want like some sort of armor smithing, weapon smithing, metal worker. For a dwarf tank for sure. We're picking up some glint. So ramekin, I think, are the other type of target. You can use those in pretty quick succession, these charges of vengeance. I suppose as long as you have mana. Pick up this quest. This quest. And we'll set our home point. We got to get 4 roots of the tree to bring back. It's a nice little pickup quest. I guess you can sprint as well, which I haven't been using much on any of the characters. I'm sure you'll get a lot more use out of that when you're starting out, because there won't be a mount right away. Right. Was that another level? Sure was. We get our weapon damage now. So I think bleed would be good. Snare would be cool, but not super useful. Especially if you have aggro, you're not going to really need a snare. Is this one? Wound. I feel like wound will be more useful later in the game, but for these low levels, it's not all that helpful. There's a couple targets that can heal, but okay, so move to your target and strike them. I feel like we want a little AoE here in case we have more than one target. I feel like tank might be a little easier to level. You've got the ability to aggro a bunch and live through it. So take very little damage. Here's our healer. And I do have this mitigator for grit. Well, that just costs courage, so what you're kind of earning through damage. Don't have permission. All right. 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 So you kind of always want that up while fighting. That should maybe be my... Gain 33 courage on hit. So that might be something I just want up at all times. Find the next explorer. And there's more of these guys up ahead. Zoom in a little bit. The dwarves are so small. Like I would want my like buffs and debuffs kind of front and center. It's the only reason I'm gonna try to see what we can do with the HUD. Examine the item found on the corpse. All right. Find the bat cave. I feel like blocking is going to be a lot more important for like boss targets. But on these smaller mobs, it's not really all that useful. Tank definitely feels a lot better than some of the other classes just because of the early survivability. Not even a problem to get a couple mobs on you. Okay. I guess he can do some little flips. I do like the spell animation so far. Pretty good. Excited to see what they look like when you actually have like a ton of skills. Seems pretty cool. And of course we can like bleed all these targets. The weapon finisher, so it's not too bad. I thought the leveling was going to be a lot worse on tank. About to level up. We're almost level 5 right now. Pretty wild. Or level 4, sorry. But way faster than the last starter zone, right? Than like 30, 40 minutes maybe on the Ranger. Just farming the little town boards. This is like I barely am making it out of the cave. And I have 5 in the bag already. So this is definitely the starter zone to go with if you're used to the game already. All right, prismatic pool. Definitely got to be just up ahead. Wonder if I should switch that. I think I took AoE on my charge. It's the same cooldown. %, critical against snared or trapped enemies. I wanted to maybe switch up the combos because I had a smaller cooldown and mana cost for shield slam for a single target. Maybe I should have that for both. It's just respec. Back to the beginning, please. Everything's like a 12-second cooldown. Apply tripped to the target enemy for 2 seconds. It just doesn't seem like there's a oh wow, this is dark. Must be nighttime, or I've found some awful bug where I can't see anything. Is this how the cave's supposed to look? So yeah, that's tripped. It didn't seem like there was a drawback to using the AoE skill because the cooldowns are so long anyway. Do a little less damage. But the AoE versus single target. But I do want to switch up. I guess you can combo them as well. This is a forced trip. The other... just does snare. Knockdown. A magical mitigation too. That's pretty solid. 8-second cooldown. Ow. Oh, so that's more of like a lunge. The pulverize. So you don't quite have to use the pulverize and shield assault. Okay. Can I just like chill for a minute? This enemy is gonna keep spawning. So you wouldn't want both of these. Is kind of what I'm feeling. Get 33 courage. We want that so we can cast grit right away. And if we skip that one and go for trip, of course. So that's more courage generation. So we have a lot of courage generators now. What about spenders? Slam. Just gotta get out of this area where everything's just attacking me while I'm trying to figure out my skills. They're still on their way. Oh, here we go. HUD editor. That's going to be the one to bring that down, because it looks like we've got our courage bar here around our class symbol. Oh, wow. Looks good underwater, to be honest. Haven't really dove down. Breath meter looks good.
Get to your boat.
All right, let's figure this out. I just don't want to be like useless, you know. But we are almost 5, so honestly, close to being done on this one. Increases the shielding. We definitely want taunt. Staggered evasion reduction. That's probably good as a tank to give everyone. This one's kind of doo-doo. We could disable. I think that's nice. Okay, so we should only have like 1 or 2 mission boards, and then we can start on the next character and zoom through again. And we'll be able to pick something out. Start digging into grinding, professions, merchant, getting some armor and stuff built out. A bunch of recipes. Okay. It's nice. Half a level. Speak to the Ram Keeper. That's right. Got the Ram. Ton of glint. good. Ooh, a blue glint. It's the first time I've seen that one. Of course, we have our mount, harvesting tools. Right, we're almost 5. Any other little quests hanging out here? Should be a commission board somewhere. Oh, as I'm staring at it. Hunt is nice. is like a Dumbo farm spot. They just keep spawning. Good to know about. Wait, let's check out the next character. So it's between Bard, Fighter, and Mage.
portals are this the good when you
What a good offhand is for Bard. Maybe is a scepter and focus. Probably. Not use the focus yet. Maybe a shield, actually. Like similar to the cleric. I don't know how much melee damage you'll be doing or taking because you're focused on like speed and dodging and stuff. But I figured playing through this might be cool because it's probably not the class that I would play long term. So it might be one that's cool to test out while we're kind of in this alpha phase. Summoner will be cool too for that reason. It's probably not what I would play. I'm leaning like rogue after playing through that. It's more of like a challenge, but a lot of like setup combos and stuff. That felt pretty good. Cleric felt good as well. And tank felt pretty nice right there, so. Did I pick up my next quest? I think I just picked up Glint or something near this guy. So then, what do we got here? Flute, fiddle, or a drum? This is kind of interesting. I wonder if there's different effects per weapon type you use, or if it's just like a preference of like what you want to hear. Let's start with fiddle. Movement speed increased by 10. Stamina regen increased by 1. Restore mana. Healing power. Attacks have a 25% chance to heal yourself for damage done. That's pretty cool. Damage boost increased by 10. I think we do cathartic or menacing. I probably think menacing's best to take first. Because we can also heal ourselves. I do want to get the key binding for self-target. F1. Okay. It's not that bad. It's kind of got like this aura effect. And then maybe fishing satchel would be nice. Just kind of gonna test out the professions a little bit too, which we can do on some of these lower levels. We just want to see like what the first couple experiences are like. Got a bunch of different bag types. It's a little bit easier, so you won't fill up quick. You're just focused on like one profession. I want to see if there's like a banking system or how you share stuff between characters, or if it's kind of driven for having one character. But multiple instances can be played concurrently. Other abilities, so they don't stack. Oh, and we have stamina. Probably dodge is what we'd take for this character. Leveled up. All right, knockback. Like a channeled burst. That's probably going to be big. And then level 3, we get slide. Gain pep. Movement speed increased. It's definitely more interesting of a class. That's just the kill things along the way, which we'll end up doing for sure. We get a little movement increase. I think next we would take like the melody that gives you the chance of heal on damage. That's pretty cool. It'd be like a lot of kiting, I think. Oops. We've got another skill here. Staggered days. Speed. Evasion reduction. Burning volatile. Chill. This definitely feels good for like getting around. Right, there's level 4. I think you'd want to take like all of the melodies that you could. Restore mana, movement speed, stam regen, heal on hit. Multiple instances of the same melody. Oh, so if you have multiple bards, you want to swap what kind of buffs you're doing. That's sweet. Mana regain for the party. Four seconds every second. Chilling Lament would be cool. And then respec your weapon choice to volatile. Probably want to start with the chill. Okay. It wants me to gather some stuff. We can check out the mission board. Guess let's get everything, try to get our next level. Didn't I already put a harvesting pick on? I want my mount. That's all it took. Just chop one tree. Ready. It's a fair amount of XP too. We can go up back to those Ramkin. Since there's wolves there too. I'm liking this class. It's definitely got some perks. I'm just wondering like how tough it'll be to level solo. I mean, obviously I don't have to, but I'm gonna have to find a guild and stuff. Yeah, Bard's looking pretty good. Let's test out how this ice discordance is. So that's more of like a staggering effect skill more than something to do damage. All right, let's try to heal up here a little bit. Do some dodging. Oh, you can use this while moving. So the Chilling Lament is not what I was thinking it was. It does almost no damage. It just applies like a status effect. So we do need kind of more healing. 130% healing power every second. That's pretty solid. So we have one like channeled beam attack. Then we've got our heal. Our damage boost. Not great. This might be where the shield is useful. I'm getting crunched by this range DPS. Wrong weapon. See if we can get the kill on this guy at least. And we can focus on healing. I mean, these guys are the same level as me. It's kind of tough taking on that many enemies on this class. The tank was no problem. Could be skills, though. Like, cathartic melody could help a little more. As opposed to damage boost right away. Little survivability. Then we could do the knockback instead of the serenade. 55% arcane damage, dispel 1 buff. I don't think that's super useful to begin with. So let's do that. We'll probably want to pick up that serenade next. Do have like a little bit of a heal, but maybe cathartic is a little more interesting. Oh, that's real nice. The knockback. Game changer. Now I think I want to change status effect of weapon for spellbook over to chill. And then chance of activation will be a lot better. Oh, that's a lot. I wasn't talking about that, guys. In trouble here. No. We go down. It's a little too much on the pole for sure. I mean, definitely like a group support character, but it is a tiny bit rough. Solo starting off. We've got our little XP debt. Just got to earn back a bit because that has stat dampening. So if you keep dying to something, it gets harder and harder. It's kind of cool. Like dungeons and stuff. Short of like repair, that's probably something that would force you to have to kind of go back, reset, try again another time. Or I can pick up my old stuff. I feel like that wasn't a thing yesterday when I was playing, but I might have just not made it back to my body fast enough or something. I definitely feel like the keybind for self target is a little rough. So I'll probably have to change that. Or when I move my HUD, it might be a bit easier. Escape velocity training. try that. Better sprint. That feels weird, like the sprint camera activation. And I guess it does show that you're sprinting, but all right, another weapon upgrade. Definitely want chance on hit. What if there's like a smart target? Well, that skill is going to be tough because it has like a dual targeting thing. But I was going to say if it like would cast healing when you have an enemy targeted, but that one does different things based on your target, which would be, I think, better when you have more skills. It won't be as like specific, or there won't be much of a targeting choice when you're in a group. So you won't be like exclusively trying to do damage and heal yourself. The healers are nice. Just range them over. I don't think that was doing enough. As I was seeing like the 9 health on hit. Kind of seemed like it was just doing healing when I was hitting with the scepter. Which I think having more damage would just make the fights easier to deal with. Focus this healer down. All right. Two more, and then we should have our level. I am surprised how fun it is just to grind. Like, the combat is very engaging. I feel like I haven't played a game. Like, these same level targets feel threatening. Enough where you're like, oh, if I overpull, I die. If I, don't use skills correctly or focus my combos, it's not as good. Probably get just a lot more fun with procs, gear, more skills. So, pretty pumped. Pretty pumped. One more guy here. Is I was supposed to bury those remains. Forgot about that. Get over there. Oh, yeah, we will not be able to stop down. Too much damage there. That's a pretty cool compare screen. Replacing this item will update your stats as follows. And then gives you like all your plus and minus. That's super nice, actually. Because you just, like, you don't even really need to look. You go, oh yeah, huge mag power, crit power, int. Done. Okay, so Flourish doesn't stop damage from like that ranged attack. That's level 5. Let's get back to the chieftain, see if I get 5 from here. And then I'll have to do some thinking about what's been the most fun. Turn to chieftain. Not seeing him. Craftsman. Hmm. Maybe it was that guy on the shore over there. But it's weird that I'm not getting in like a tracker for that.
Get to
There he is. Let me get our and a scroll of it. It's P. So I do want to know if there's like banking or storage between characters or if it's all like account versus character specific. right there. As far as level goes. We go leveled up. Resonant weapon. Oh, that's cool. This ability will favor injured party members and yourself. Oh, nice. All right, let's check out the characters and pick something to go with. So we got the rogue, the cleric, ranger, tank, the bard. I want to look at least some of the skill lines to see. What we can really do with them later on. Shadow step. Sleep dart. Oh, that's really cool. Because you can lock out a caster, maybe decrease how threatening your pulls are. Smoke bomb. Wonder how long it takes to fill out all of the skills. Did kind of like the lockdown of the rogue. Stealth grants you soothing shadows. That's cool. Oh, wow. This is all the way up to 50. So it must take that long to get through like a full skill set. Mm-hmm. Control X. Mount Flourish. I guess we just start on some quests that are around our level. We've got all of the resource, herbalism, and hunting. Probably good to start on. I don't think there are any more quests around here that are unlocked right now. longbow skill point. Yeah, the lockdown on Rogue is kind of insane. I feel like I'm not getting like a ton of use out of feint at the moment. I guess it does give you evasion. Strike them and flip away from them. That's kind of cool, actually. We'll have to see how that plays out. And we level. Wonder if we can get like a reset off of that flip back. Sanctus script. That. Oh, that was the thing to go to bring it to town. And it does something. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this might be to like do some range damage and flip back to like bow until they get back to you. Oh yeah, that's cool. Like a disengage. cool. All right, turtles and stuff for hawks. I don't know. I guess let's just kill anything that's like level relevant. Actually, incredibly powerful in this build. Backstab, flip back, shots. Probably sleep that. If I pick up that skill, give you time to focus on current target. Hemorrhaging. Oh yeah. Bleeding big time. Oh, you can reset. As long as you don't take damage. This. But I did have stealth up. All right, so let's now edit the HUD. I kind of want things like front and center. Caravan action bar. Okay. That's not actually a bad spot for it over here. Player widget. Mount action bar. It's nice. That action bar. Oh, nice. Scale chat down a little bit. Save layout. Oh, you know what? Maybe an issue is spacing. Because if I have a bunch of buffs and stuff, I want to be able to kind of see those. This is nice having a grid, being able to customize like in the client. Maybe that's too close. Come. We can still see me in stealth. Oh no, I disengaged a little bit. I'm gonna have this other guy here too. Nice. That's pretty cool that you can just disengage as long as you're far enough out. So back to the HUD stuff. I doubt I'll have Add all that. Guess you could put that here. That up there. Mount health. Mount widget. I guess that might be something that I would want displayed. Okay. Sometimes you get stuck in like your targeting. Real weird. All right, bleeding into a hemorrhage. Good. Kill wolves. Maybe these guys will count. We'll get the daffodil. Why not? So it seemed like there were a lot of other players in that other starter zone yesterday. And while this one's a little more like unlocked, I've really not seen too many people. See if we can lock this guy down enough. Oh, we got his buddy on accident. That's not good. Let's get out. It's actually crazy that you could just reset on stealth. Seems a little cheap. You can like test all your encounters, not have to use the resources like pots and stuff to stay up. So I can't really harvest too much. These birds are so annoying. Just like constantly running. Just asking chat. All right, it says to go to Westfall. They must be trolling me. Unless that's a real place. So we're starting to see some zones pop up. Probably maybe some more quests in that town. Let's go check out that area. Do some exploring. Uh-oh. These guys are big levels. I see the town in the distance. This is kind of crazy that this is all just explorable. like if you can see it, you can get to it in a way. Gotta figure a way down without dying, though. I need to deploy some stealth. To get around. This might have a couple steps down that we can take. Oh no. Oh no. Good, good. We're good. We're good. Oh no. Seems real interesting. There's just so many mobs out here. Spirit wolf. This is pretty wild. Like, this looks super good. Wood shop. All right. Whatever you can show, just like available only. What do I have in my inventory? I have a Western Larkwood. I need sanding powder. Some sort of fuel. So crafting seems a little complicated. More so than the tutorial that was just like, oh, make this. Wood shop. Smithy. What falls under this? Just making timber and wood chips. So let's make one. Let's see how this works. We'll do the western lark timber. Add one. Add one for fuel. It's 30-second wait. And then what? It turns our wood resource into an item that maybe we can sell or use for crafting. Hey, to lumber miller XP. Look at that. Got some wood chips. Reinforced crate. So this is for like caravan stuff, which is like moving stuff around cities, I guess. Herbalism basket. Okay. 63 capacity to our 23. So that might be worth it. But also you'll probably find, recipes and stuff along the way. So what else do we got here? Starting to see some players. Caravanserai assistant. I don't even know what any of this is. Tell me about crates. All right. Back in crates. Okay. Something shiny up over here. This is sweet. I mean, the buildings, the game looks incredible. And it's mind-boggling that they have, maps like this, buildings, structures, everything built out. And then you can pick up that mountain over there and go and run to it. And then it has this much detail built into that area. How can I help? All right, so here's like all of the vendors and stuff. That's kind of crazy. some players. Cool. I want to find where there's like the basic ass armor vendor that can give me something. Or do you have to craft everything and loot everything? That's a question too. Tanning, metalworking, weaponsmithing. So if we go for daggers, 192, tendonite, fragments, and hemlock timber. So definitely on a physical power dagger. Here he is, the weapon crafter. About to make a legendary on that wheel. Stonemasons. This is just crazy. Heavy greaves. So we want like medium armor value, I think. Maybe a couple heavy pieces. I don't know how that influences our power and stuff. Guess just like doing quests and looting items and stuff is going to be the play. And slate. Profession based. Leveling things. Animal husbandry. Farming vendor. What? What's up, Rail? Dude, I'm like so turned around with this game. It's like so extensive, which is kind of good, but also there's no like tutorial or guide to it. So I'm just gonna figure it all out, I guess. But jeweler. It's like got all those professions that New World had. Similar, but it's 1,000 times more complicated types. There was like, a couple tree types or something. This is like just elaborate. So tanning, maybe tailoring has the correct gear I'm looking for. This is just like bolts. Farming. You can just be a farmer. I would think that there is a vendor that makes Like leather armor. Maybe I'm just not getting the all right, dude. Don't have the right recipes available. But it doesn't show anything that I like can't craft. Oh, wow. Storage. I don't want to put my wood in the bank. Guild storage. What do you think? You like the look of this? Looks pretty good, right? Oh, you can buy just mats straight up off here. Leather, medium. So I definitely need to find a guild and like people to grind with. Or just like an area that's good. And I could just get kills in this area I was in before. Pretty game. Yeah. The sheriff. Citizenship dues, of course. Starting to get some other little quests. That's nice. Alpha wolves. Just level 5. We could probably accomplish that. Check it out. I almost think I should just die since I just kind of cleared my resource inventory and return. Unless I can easily get back into that zone. Because these are all like super high level enemies. Turtle's gonna get hurt. Did just apply to a guild. All right, we're hunting alpha wolves here. Level 7 wolf, we can do that. Oh, there's the alpha. Nice, we got some droppings. Definitely think I need to get that Soothing Shadows. Maybe more so than Faint. Because between combat, it seems like really slow. So this will be nice to get 1% of my health back while I'm setting up my next backstab. No, no friends. Don't you start with that. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble here. I got my wish. Going back and starting at the home point. I just feel like I got into a zone that was like all level 12s and stuff. City was cool to go check out, but I need the Dumbo zone till I get stronger. Just pick up everything. It's round. I think I can repair. So here's the storage. Got some at the main city, which is cool. She doesn't sell any materials, but she can repair. back into the logging simulator. Ouch. Nice if I could get to the other starter zone without having to travel all over the place. Because it seemed like it was more active over there. Okay, so these are the things. Stinger. It says. By the aggro. I can range. Uh-oh. I was poisoned. has to select. Oh, it says kill. That's easier. Oh. No, thank you. No, thank you. These are the ones we're looking to kill. That guy just hit me for 3/4 of my health. It. It seems based on the settlement XP. But like a lot of people are over in that. Halcyon area. I think that's where the other starter zone is. That one's pretty high too. Sun Haven. Like much less people up here in the north. Just want gear, you know? Game is so detailed looking. Yeah. It's real nice. I just am amazed about like the scope. That was wild. And just even like the bleed effects and stuff, it's really cool. How's leveling been? I got to level 5 on 2 other characters tonight, so I have the bard and the tank now too. But I think I want to pick rogue because it seems like there's a lot of good setup, like disengage. And I was looking down the line and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. You've got Shadow Step, Smoke Bomb, Sleep Dart. But it just seems like a fun thing to play. Evasion training. And I'm starting to get some of the cooler skills too. But generally I think in the alpha there's like less opportunity to level, short of just like going to a spot and grinding with other people. Like last night when I was playing the cleric and I got like a party of 5 and they just were like starting to grind, I was like, I need to find that, because this like solo killing birds is not it. But you can only assume it's because of the testing that there's not like direct quests in the area. Because they have the quest markers overhead, but then there's nothing to do right now. So killing birds it is. These are surprisingly annoying because they just fly around. But these little activities definitely give you a lot of XP. So did find a couple bugs yesterday, which was nice, but I'm going to focus on some of these that are level relevant. We're now at 6. So wolves around the outpost. I guess I just want to kind of spend time checking out all the systems and stuff. Like I could go grind, but kind of like, what's the point? Be able to see the class lines, but doing some gathering and stuff might be cool. I'm still wondering how I get better gear. I think you just do these commissions and open those chests and hope. Or I'm really just kind of missing out on directionally where I should be. Because I haven't found like a little like, here's your gray armor vendor to get your base gear filled out. There we go. Herbalist level up. Level 10, you can apply for your first certification. Okay. So cut down like 6 fields of daffodils. And then I'll have enough for my cert. Problem. I guess you get a little XP from crafting. So that's interesting. Or gathering. How much do we get from this? 100 XP. And I need 30,000 to level. But I do think that I'm gonna need to make potions. So that was my thought is, oh, let's do herbalism. So I've got some self heals. If there's like little status effect elixirs that amplify poison. Kind of just got to do the rogue class fantasy. But I don't really know how like the secondary weapon fits in. Oh, because you get your subclass. That's probably where it becomes a lot more strong. It's like if I go rogue ranger, I probably can dip into a lot more of the ranger skill line. Like maybe there's a trap or a couple shots that I get. It'd be cool to be able to like engage at range from the shadows. Hopefully that's a skill. Daffodil. Oh yeah. Or maybe they're like stacking that. Got the tree. Oh, It's all that, and we got a couple okay worth of XP. It's definitely a lot better having that soothing shadow. It's kind of like a nice combat regen. So I can just keep grinding away. Sawing through stuff now. I believe these wolves don't count. Just really general. The wolves are on the outpost, but not those wolves. Mount is dead. What? Mount die. Reviving in 7 minutes? I didn't even know your mount could die. You gotta go put it away. feel like there's no point in having this skill right now. Attacking out of stealth grants guile, which I was trying to get through feint. Chilling poison. Drain mana from your target. I feel like having poison is top tier. 20-second cooldown. Last 10 seconds. Why can't I spec into that? Oh, maybe I need another skill point lower. Let me just try to respec. Yeah, I didn't have enough points. Two minutes till mount. a way better path. A throw applies a bleed, and then I can immediately hemorrhage. All right. Almost there. I think my mount's back. Huge. $56 per night. Should be able to do a quest here. You got to put your mount away if you don't want it to die while you grind. Go wild. Yeah. Brown bear. Mountain lion. That'd be real cool. Yeah. You can get some poison going. Mountain lion. Oh man, does that say down? They're definitely like around here somewhere. Bear has 1,000 health. Oh, here's a wolf. Hard to fight when you can't see anything because of the trees. All right, only 15. Definitely has like a really big focus around doing all the activities, I think. Like you're gonna get more XP of like mining a little bit, doing a bit of logging, herbalism, and killing targets. Once you get some of these like smaller levels, get a little XP in each area. It does feel low, dude. I'm hoping the quest's really gonna pick up. Punch some zones. Gonna level up. Oh, lumberjack level 2. I think like the caravanning system's kind of interesting. Yeah, this is where all the wolves are. Big grid. Uh-oh. There's just like nothing you can do when you overpull. It's kind of an like I definitely didn't want to kill that raptor. I lost all my glint. Just want to get some more rations. So I can actually heal up. Such a bummer because the quests are so far. And Gotta get some initial levels in some of these professions and then see how you make better tools. Not enough room. I can put stones in my hunting satchel. So anything past level 5 after you get through the quests is rough. But I think if I just get some resources going, finish some of these mission boards, it help bring me into closer to like level 10 content. Can't tell if I should sell this stuff or just like fill my storage. Probably better to sell on the market or use it to upgrade. Well, I think I'll probably log here and come back to this later on in the week. See what's next for leveling up. Maybe test out the other zone, see if there's some more people available to grind, and try to find a guild in the meantime just to grind up, link up with some other players. But other than that, we've got the other characters done. So I think that I am liking the rogue for solo, but the bard seemed pretty fun. The clerics seem pretty fun. We'll have to see if those are some better options. And especially if there's players available in the other region, makes more sense to jump in with them. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you guys in the next stream. Thanks for follows. Thanks for the subs and the support as usual. Take care, everybody.